this week's edition of Wildcat Watch Live. Tonight is Thursday, March 22nd, and we have a great show in store for you. I'm Catherine Boyarski.
I'm Matt McCarthy.
I'm Teddy Powers.
And I'm Willie Annan.
So did you guys hear the breaking news this week?
What, that Tim Tebow went to the New York Jets?
I think she's talking about Malik declaring for the draft. He's officially foregoing his senior season, going to be entering the draft pool. What do you guys think about that?
Came as a shock to me, but I'm really glad he's doing what's best for him, you know?
Yeah, we just want to thank Malik for being such a leader around campus over his past 3 years here, and we want to wish him all the best of luck with his NBA future.
Good luck, Malik. And now, over to Willie with women's basketball and water polo highlights.
The women's basketball team continued their NIT run last week as they downed the Illinois State Redbirds. Villanova rallied from 10 down with 8 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second half to defeat the Redbirds. Down 46-36, the Wildcats went on a 7-0 run to make the score 46-43. After about 7 minutes of trading baskets and clawing their way back into the game, a free throw by redshirt freshman Lauren Burford tied the game up at 53 apiece. After Illinois State made a layup, the Wildcats attacked on offense. Sophomore guard Devin Cade missed a running layup with 31 seconds left, but redshirt freshman Emily Lear grabbed the offensive rebound and kicked the ball out to Cade, who drilled a triple from the left corner to give Villanova a 56-55 lead and ultimately a 58-55 win. The Cats move on to the third round, where they will take on the University of Colorado Buffaloes. And in water polo, the women's water polo team was inactive last week, during this past week. However, they will get back on track as they face St. Francis on Saturday, March 24th. And now, over to Matt.
Thanks, Willie. The men's baseball team squared off against in-state rival LaSalle University on Tuesday. This back-and-forth game featured runs for the Wildcats early, as well as some clutch hitting late in the game. The Wildcats were able to tie the game in the top of the ninth inning on a double by senior Matt Fleischman, scoring junior Paul Rambaud to tie the game and send it into extras. Unfortunately, LaSalle was able to put the Wildcats away in the bottom half of the 10th inning. Sophomore Max Almonte turned in his second straight strong outing on the mound, where he was able to log 6 innings while allowing only 2 earned runs. Villanova was able to make some solid contact throughout the game, accumulating 14 hits throughout it. Next up for the Wildcats will be the University of Pennsylvania tomorrow afternoon. The women's softball team continued their hot streak on Monday by completing the sweep of the LaSalle Explorers, earning their 6th straight overall win. The Wildcats were able to overpower the Explorers on the bats of Beth Smetana and Rondi Joseph, who both went yard for the first time in their young Villanova career. Starting pitcher Katie Sitzman was able to earn a W in her first start of the season. Although LaSalle was able to cut the lead from 6-3 late in the game, the Wildcat bullpen was able to hold off the surge and seal the 8-5 victory. With the sweep of LaSalle complete, the team has won 6 straight games and 15 of their last 16. Villanova currently stands 3rd in the Big East entering Big East play, and the streaking Wildcats will next take the diamond on Saturday for a doubleheader against Rider and Army. Villanova's own junior swimmer Haley Edwards competed in the NCAA Women's Swimming and Diving National Championships this past weekend. Edwards opened up competition on Thursday morning when she swam in the preliminaries of the 500 free. She finished with a time of 4 minutes and 48 seconds, just off of the personal best, and placed 46th overall. She then continued on Saturday, competing in the preliminaries of the 200 fly and the finals of the 1650 free. In the 1650 free, Edwards swam to a time of 16 minutes and 29 seconds and came in 29th overall. While in the 200 fly, she finished 36th overall with a time of 1 minute and 59 seconds. Edwards also earned 3 All-Big East honors for her championships, where she placed 2nd in the 1650 free and 3rd in the 200 fly. She also led off the Wildcats' 800-yard freestyle relay, which came in 2nd. Congratulations on a great season. Now over to Catherine with men's and women's tennis.
Thanks, Matt. With indoor track and field coming to a close, we can look forward to a great season of outdoor events. Coming up this Saturday, March 24th, the men's and women's track and field teams will begin their outdoor season at the Big 5 Invitational in Philadelphia. The 2 teams will then head all the way to Austin, Texas for the Texas Relays on March 30th. The women's team will also be attending the Danny Curran Invitational in Chester, Pennsylvania on March 30th as well. Coming off of great seasons last year, we wish both the men's and women's teams the best of luck in their outdoor season. And now over to men's tennis news. This week, the men's tennis team was hard at work matched up with William & Mary and then St. Joseph's University. On March 18th, the Wildcats took on a red-hot William & Mary team. At the end of a long day of matches, Villanova was shut out 7-0, moving their record to 3-7 on the season. Yesterday, the Wildcats took on St. Joe's and lost an absolute heartbreaker, a score of 4-3, moving Villanova's record to 3-8 on the season. Despite the lack of victory, Kelly Donaldson and Tom O'Brien had wins in both losses. This Saturday, the Loyola University team travels to Villanova to take on the Wildcats, and we wish them the best of luck. For women's tennis news, last Saturday, the women's tennis team took on CC&J at home and made a big statement. The Wildcats defeated the TC&J women's team 7-2, receiving 5 wins in their singles competitions, and then added 2 more in the doubles matches. The 2 main stars for the women's tennis team were sophomore Mikkel Mancini and freshman Sydney West. Both Wildcats won their singles matches and teamed up to win their doubles match in the 1 seed. Up next for the Wildcats are the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, and we wish them the best of luck as they enter Big East play. And now, over to Teddy with men's and women's lacrosse.
Last Saturday, the number 10 seeded Villanova men's lacrosse team took on the number 7 seeded University of Maryland Terps. The Terps jumped out to an early 7-0 lead and never looked back. Villanova was held scoreless for the first 20 minutes of the game before senior C.J. Small put the Wildcats on the board with a goal, assisted by Kevin O'Neill. Despite a strong effort, Villanova eventually fell to the Terps 11-5. Villanova moved to 4-3 on the season, while Maryland moved to 5-1. Villanova has had a big week to rest before beginning their Big East Conference play this weekend against number 6 Syracuse. The game will be played on Sunday at 2 p.m. in the Carrier Dome up in Syracuse, New York. We wish them the best of luck. In women's lacrosse, last night they took on Big 5 rival the LaSalle Explorers. Villanova had an extremely strong offensive night, but in the end their 9 goals would not be enough to defeat the Explorers, who put up 13 goals against the Wildcats. The Wildcats moved to 1-5 on the season, while the Explorers moved to 6-2 overall. The scoring charge was led by senior Justine Donadeo, who scored 5 goals on the night, adding to a career total of 102 goals. Another goal was added by star freshman player Jackie Fercaro, who continues to be a big part of this freshman women's lacrosse team and its scoring effort. The Wildcats will take on Manhattan at home Saturday night at 7 p.m. We wish them the best of luck.
Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of Wildcat Watch Live. For myself, Matt, Teddy, and Willie, as always,
Stay Wildcats!